Hey everyone, I'm Mind, and welcome to the 26th episode of the Woo Crew Podcast. I'm here, as always, with my co-host, the YouTuber, Windrunner Matt. How you doing today, Matthew? I, Before we start, I told him to look at the camera because often when we start, he's looking off to the side.
Um, hey guys, it's Windrunner Matt, and I'm here. I'm a YouTuber now. I'm officially a YouTuber.
He
Um,
is. Go check out the Windrunner Matt YouTube
I
channel.
also
I
have
made
an announcement to make.
what?
I work at Starbucks now.
Wow, that's incredible! Congrats, Matthew.
Um, so
How's that?
that means according to Starbucks store policy, I'm not allowed to be on YouTube. So
That's not how that works.
I have
Everybody, please go to your local Starbucks and ask for Matthew. He
yeah,
will be able to serve you if you do.
go to your local Starbucks and say Windrunner Matt sent me, and they'll know what you're talking about.
Anyway, welcome to the 26th episode of the Woo Crew Podcast. There's not a ton of LEGO news to talk about this week, but we still have lots of oh, something fell. We have still lots of fun and epic topics to talk about, including the big main topic for the Ninjago boys out there. The little image I got below me, the new ninja suits for season 14 were
Yeah,
revealed.
let's start with that.
So they look quite good. I'm As much as I like the consistency of having the same suit every season, I'm very happy to have a new like ninja suit again.
Agreed.
Because
I
it's
agree.
been like a year and a half since we had one.
What was the last one? It was the one before.
What was season 11?
Yeah,
I mean, because like Prime Empire, while it was like entirely new, it was just for that season. Then obviously Master of the Mountain was like armor on top of the season 11 suits,
yeah.
and I liked that. But I'm happy to have a new General Ninja suit.
I'm very excited about these ninja suits. I think they look so good, and I thought they looked really good from the set pictures we got a couple weeks ago. But I think they look even better now.
Yeah,
They're,
definitely.
I'm looking forward to reviewing those sets.
Yeah. Wait, what? Oh yeah, for your YouTube channel.
Yeah, I
But
don't
yeah,
know what about that,
I
but
don't think I have a feeling that they're not going to stick. Like I have a feeling they're going to go back to the season 11 suits like in the show after this season.
I don't know.
However, like with these, like like generic ninja suits enough that like I can display them outside of the context of this
Mhm.
season, and I think they'll work. Like Master of the Mountain really only works for Master of the Mountain, and Prime Empire really only works for Prime Empire.
Yeah, as much as I like both those suits, I don't think they're that functional outside of the seasons.
Yeah, exactly. And that's okay with me, but like it's cool to get just normal ninja suits again because
Yeah.
as someone who's a part of the Lego Ninjago Instagram community, I am tired of seeing the season 11 suits on every single page and everyone's little stories.
Yeah. Stay tuned on my Instagram for an upcoming Ninjago comic.
Oh, are you making a Ninjago comic, Matthew?
But stay tuned.
But we get to close. I guess Jay is really the only like headband piece we hadn't seen before.
Yeah,
And that looks very good.
because
Like,
I got Kai's.
yep, you do have. I can't. We're gonna talk about this next with the Kohls stuff, but I have not been able to find any of those sets. It makes me very upset.
Yep.
Um, Something interesting about these I noticed is they are using their like a few of them are using their secondary colors instead of their main colors, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I really like that.
Like Jay uses dark blue, Lloyd uses dark green, and Nia uses cyan
Mhm.
as their main colors.
It's.
Um,
I think we've talked that we want that before. Like,
I mean, I think the only suit line to do it is Hands of Time, and those suits are incredible. So
I didn't like those when those come out. Those came out. That might be one of my favorite, like top three suits.
yeah, that's exactly how I feel too. Like when those came out, I'm like, these are kind of ugly and gross, but looking back, they are so incredibly detailed, and the
Yeah,
fact that they do use the secondary colors is so unique because you
I.
never get that.
I think I might like those more than Skybound. Like,
Really,
they might be equal. I love season 11, Skybound, and what season 8 is that?
that's season 7.
Season 7. Those are all so good. Like Skybound, I like because it's kind of uniform and they look very elegant. But I like season 7 so much because I like the new one so much for the same reason I like those ones because they use their secondary colors and the detail is like incredible.
Yeah, no, definitely. Also, hair pieces are all very, very cool to get. I think
Yes.
Zane's coming in a normal set is cool. Obviously, like you're just gonna have more ways to get it, which is great.
I mean that comes in
Um,
3 sets this wave, right? Like this.
uh, 4 total.
What's the
'Cause-
fourth?
Well, are you counting like January?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. So the minifigure set, the um, Titan mech, and then it comes in two season 14 sets.
Oh, he's in two season 14.
Yeah, everyone's in two except for Nia and Cole.
I didn't realize he was in two. Okay,
Yeah,
so it's accessible now, which is awesome.
yeah, definitely. Something weird about him is he doesn't have the armor piece because he has his quiver. I was talking to you about this, but I think they should have used the Lady Iron Dragon armor.
Yeah, I
Because that literally is an armor piece combined with a quiver, and it's very similar to the season 11 armor piece, so it would have worked here.
being as I'll have extra Lloyd or something, I'll probably give Zane an armor piece because I don't like how he doesn't have one.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think I might try to order a Lady Iron Dragon one to put on him and see how that looks,
Oh,
because I think that is probably the best way to do it, but...
you'll have it before me, but when I get it, if you don't have the armor
Well, I
piece,
don't know for sure I'll have it before you, but I'll probably
you'll
have it
probably
before you.
have it before. Unless it's like 2015 again, and I get them 3-4 weeks early.
Yeah. But yeah, these look very good. I love the. I also love how we're getting the half mask and Cyan for Nia.
Yeah,
And I guess that comes on the Zane minifigure pack too. But I like getting the half mask in new colors. We're getting it in Cyan and orange in the Winter Wave, so that's very cool.
I don't have anything bad to say about these suits. They look really good.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I except for I think I might mention this, but Nia's headband, I really wish it was blue.
Yeah, I don't care that much. I mean, sure, but also it looks good. So.
Yeah, so. But anyway, yeah, those are very good. And then we have the new villains.
These are so cool, man.
Yeah, no, I really like how these guys look. They're very unique. I do think it's a bit odd that we got purple minifigures back to back. I know the Geckos technically weren't villains, but still, like...
What if these are the same species as the Geckos?
I don't think they are, considering they don't have the ears, and one of these guys has double heads.
That's true. I like their tusk teeth. Like...
What?
They have, like, tusk teeth.
Yeah, no, they do look very cool. The headdress on, like, the leader is so cool looking.
Yeah, I'm excited to have these figures.
This is potential... Like, I need to see the context in the show, but if, like... this is, like, kind of reminiscent of the Skybound villains for me,
Agreed.
where they all, like, they have, like, some cohesion in them, but they all have a very unique look. So I'm very excited to see these guys, like, in the show and see what their deal is. But, yeah, the villain looks super cool, and I like the two-headed one. That's like an idea that LEGO kind of hasn't done before, but, like, every kid has done.
Has it not been done in Hidden Side? That feels like something that was in Hidden Side.
I don't know if they've been stacked like that. They definitely had two-headed characters, but it was like a neck attachment with two heads. It wasn't two-head stacked. But I mean, like, I can remember doing that with my minifigures as a kid. So
I'm
it's
sure
cool to
I
see,
did
like,
as a kid.
LEGO embracing the, like, LEGO-ness of it all.
Yeah.
Like,
No, it's very cool. It looks good on that too.
Yeah,
because this whole theme is totem and whatnot. So
yeah. No,
I'm excited for the show for this season.
Yeah, definitely. Lloyd season, which but like my thing with the Lloyd seasons is, like, it's disappointing to hear, but also the Lloyd seasons always kind of slap. So
yeah, so I'm not complaining.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so next you want to talk about Kohls. Let's talk about Kohls.
Kohls.
What a store, what a brand. Nope. Nope. So for those of you who don't know, a lot of, like, January 2021 sets are available at Kohls right now.
Are they?
Well, I mean, you found some.
Yeah, I have.
And other people have found some, and they just straight up sold them on their website for, like, 2 days, and then they took them down.
Yeah. People have already, like, gotten them.
I know. Just Too Good got some. I saw a couple people on Instagram got them. Like, they literally just sold these things early, which I don't know, like, how they're allowed to do that. Like,
yeah, like, how come street dates don't apply to them?
Well, like, I understand, like, local stores will not know what a street date is and just sell something that's on the shelf. But that's one thing. Putting it on your website is another. Like,
a small local store, if they have merchandise, they can't leave something sitting in the back like Target can for 3 weeks.
Yeah. But no, like, Kohls is not a toy store, so I can see...
Yeah.
Like, it is lazy on their part, but I could see how, like, they get a shipment in. Oh, LEGO, it makes sense to put this on the shelf when we get it, so let's put it on the shelf. And them not, like, having the street date practices and, like, ready like Target has because they've done this for so many years.
Uh-huh.
But selling it on their website, like, I don't. How do you accidentally do that? Like,
Yeah, no,
and of course, they only sold the sets that I didn't have on their website. Oh, they only sold the sets I did have on their website. The versus packs weren't up there.
yeah. Um, I could have gotten you a Kai versus pack and sent it to you if you wanted it.
Yeah, but by the time it reaches me, like it'll be like 3 days away from me getting them myself anyway.
Yeah,
So, but yeah, you found a couple new things, right? You found the Kai versus, you found the new Minecraft set.
I found this $10 Minecraft set, a bunch of city sets, not none of the sets with streets that I actually want.
Yeah,
Uh, most of the stuff I found is not stuff I actually want. And then I
dude,
found
I don't think I've seen anybody else besides you find that Minecraft set.
no, I think I have. I think
I have. I mean, to be fair, I've mostly seen Ninjago accounts, but I haven't seen like the Drowned open on my feed at all. So
Minecraft. I don't think it's a super popular theme amongst Instagrammers though.
I guess yeah, but
I want that set, but I didn't buy it because it's like I don't have a ton of money right now.
yeah,
So I'd rather save it for Ninjago packs because I just got 3 Minecraft sets and I'm getting 2 more for Christmas, so I
yeah,
don't need that one yet.
yeah.
But I also saw the Series 2 Mario figures and the Penguin and the other new Mario costume.
Dude, I'm so jealous. I've been to two Kohls, one in New Jersey and one in Delaware, and neither of them had anything new.
I've
They had
been
a bunch of
to,
old stuff, but
um I might go again sometime this week.
yeah, I'm considering. There's one that's like 30 minutes away from me that I'm considering going to,
it
but
doesn't.
I have a feeling because considering you found new stuff at multiple, and I found new stuff at none. I think it probably has to do with the distribution centers in the area. Like,
Have you asked them to check?
no, I haven't been at like because they've all been like Kohl's is weird, man. Like, you don't see workers walking around the floors like you
I
normally
go
do.
to the back of the store where they have customer service and ask them this.
Oh, okay, that's smart. I might do that. Yeah, I think sometime this week I might go and like maybe like Christmas Eve or something. I'll go try to double check.
That's a good idea.
Or like a couple days after Christmas.
Yeah,
But
yeah, no, I think you should.
yeah, because I want these new sets. This I definitely the one once I want most of the versus packs, obviously.
Yeah, you definitely do. I only have the one, but it's phenomenal.
Yeah,
Feel
and then I also want the Mando set. I want the Minecraft sets. I want the Penguin Mario. Like
The
I made a whole video about the 2020 sets, 2021 sets I want, and
Ando set
like
is the one I've been looking for the most, as well as the Zane pack because I really want Zane's hair.
yeah. Well, weirdly, I don't think anybody's found Jay or Cole. Like I have not seen any Jays or Coles.
I haven't either, but it's possible people don't post stuff. So
I don't, but like I've seen so many Kais and a few Zanes.
I
Like,
mean, you also said you haven't seen the Minecraft set found by
but
anybody else.
but also but I follow Ninjago accounts. That's what I do follow. Like I know about the Ninjago stuff, and I have not seen any Coles or Jays. I have only seen mostly Kais. Like tons of people have Kai, and then a few people have Zane. I have not seen any Jays or because I feel like if people had the rat load, they'd be posting it.
That's true. I don't
So
know. It's weird. It's really weird.
yeah, I feel like this is a one time thing. I feel like Lego is probably very upset
No,
about
it
this.
was like this last year too.
Really?
Yeah.
At Coles?
Uh-huh. Every
How
year.
are they allowed to do this? Like,
They do this every year. Last year it was the Mandalorian battle pack and the Anakin versus Obi-Wan set. Like those were
I
big
was
bundles.
not like as engrossed in the Lego world last year because I was just like, okay, Ninjago comes out January 1st. I will
Yeah.
get it January 1st. But now I'm like YouTuber brain, like gotta get it all, gotta get it fast. Like,
I've always had that brain and I've never been a YouTuber.
well, I've got that because I never had the money for it like previously.
Mhm.
Like I had the money to get like a few sets from the Ninjago wave like each year, but now like the fact that number one I'm making some money right now, right? But also like Lego sets I buy are sort of an investment for the
Yeah.
channel. Like I could justify buying more than I could previously, so
Oh,
now I've got the YouTuber brain.
Guess you probably make at least what you spent back.
It depends on the set. Like Razor Crest obviously was more a purchase for myself than for the channel because I didn't make much back from that. But yeah, if I found the versus packs early, that would be very good for the channel. And also, I just want them. So yeah, it's so weird, man. But
I mean,
worst case scenario, January 1st, I'm gonna drive out to the Lego store and pick up everything I can.
I'll probably go to Target on January 1st just because I know they won't be sold out of stuff yet.
Well, so the mall I go to, the Lego store I go to. Well, I can say it here, I guess, if you guys live in the area. I go to Christiana Mall in Delaware. They have a Target in the same mall, so if they don't have it at the Lego store, I can check the Target.
Okay.
And I go there because it's slightly further away than my closest Lego store, but it's in Delaware, so no tax. So if I'm buying something over $70, it's better to pay the toll than to pay the tax. So,
Definitely.
yeah.
I go to a Lego store that does not have a Target in it, but it does have a Gucci store, so.
Oh wow! Well, you could probably get the Kohls versus Ghost Warrior there. I think it's sold exclusively at Gucci.
Yep, it is. It is. Good luck finding that set.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm Kohls. Why? I just want the Lego sets, please.
But
thank goodness they did have Disney minifigure series 2 there. Like,
yeah,
whew, that's a relief. And they also had like tons of the 4+ Kai's Fire Dragon.
No.
Wait, yours had that too?
Yes, tons of both 4+ sets.
Yeah, no, same here. Like, I don't have I guess I see those in Target, but I never really noticed them. Like, I noticed them at both the Kohls I went to.
Kohls, I don't like their toy section. It's really trashy.
Oh, definitely no. Kohls. I think Kohls might be the worst store. Just like period. Like,
I think I dislike Walmart more.
Walmart is like a trashy store,
Ross
but they have good prices.
Ross is worse.
I've never been to Ross.
It's so gross. Every time I go there, there's like a poopy diaper baby in the toy aisle left by his parents because the parent wants to go shop, so they just leave their
Oh my
poopy diaper baby looking at the toys.
Oh my goodness.
That's happened to me twice at Ross. I'm not even joking.
Oh my goodness.
Like a disgustingly smelly like toddler in the toy section by themselves.
That's such bad parenting. Don't leave your kid alone like that. But see, the thing with Walmart is I agree that they are very trashy, but they have good prices at least.
Yeah,
like
that is true.
Kohls has bad prices and like their toy section is trashy.
I almost bought another 501st Battle Pack yesterday at Walmart because it was 20% off, but then I'm like, I don't need this right now.
Aren't they 20% off everywhere pretty much?
No, not consistently.
You won't buy Fire Fang, but you'll buy like 47 501st Battle Packs.
I have my priorities straight, man.
No, you don't. You do not.
Look, I'm a YouTuber and I need to buy the sets that make money back.
Yeah, so 14 501st Battle Packs. Okay.
Yeah.
You should review that set 14 times. One of each set.
I was literally already planning to do that.
Yeah, so we talked about this earlier, but Matthew is a YouTuber now. So
Yes.
Everybody go look up Windrunner Matt on YouTube. He makes very good, high-quality reviews that are frankly, more in-depth and like thoughtful than mine are.
Oh, I would not go that far.
I would say that yours had a lot more thought, time, and editing put into them.
I'm proud of what I make, but it's not the best out there.
Clearly, you spend a lot of time on the script, and you think a lot about what you're going to say beforehand. And yeah, it's just really I don't know, some of the best LEGO review content I've seen on YouTube, and I highly recommend you go check out Windrunner Matt.
Thank you, Bricks, but mine.
I know you're not used to getting compliments like that, Matthew, but I speak from the heart, and I mean it, okay? So, go check out the Windrunner Matt YouTube channel.
Windrunner Matt YouTube channel. It's there.
It's there, Matthew.
But I don't know. Everyone always says when you're starting out as a YouTuber to do something different, and I think that's really what I'm doing. I mean,
He is doing something different.
There are lots of people who make reviews, but I feel like there's just something special about mine.
Yeah, he's got early reviews of the new Ninjago sets. He's got early reviews of the new Star Wars sets. He's got mock showcase. It's really impressive actually.
Thank
And he uploads multiple times a day too, which is kind of wacky.
I do.
He uploads more than I do.
Yeah, so check my YouTube channel out if you want to.
Yeah, I'll link it in the description if I remember to.
All right, I really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Matthew. All right, shall we move into the topic suggestion section of this podcast?
Let's move into the topic suggestion section of this podcast.
So I made a community tab post, asked you guys for topics we should talk about in this week's episode of the Woo Crew podcast, and now Matthew is going to share some of them with us. Matthew, what are some good topics? Read the
One
one about
s-
Firefang. I liked that one.
1 second.
1 second. Oh no. I'm gonna read the one about Firefang.
Okay. Oh, I
Uh,
I have one. I have one.
okay.
Uh, from Abram's World. I do not watch the Woo Crew podcast.
Sorry. You're missing out, buddy.
Yeah, you are.
You're missing out, pal. Alright, from Mid-Sodor Productions. Why Matt should get Firefang. So let's talk about why Matt should get Firefang.
Let's
What
talk
do you
about
think?
why Sean should get the Kai versus Daddy Longlegs set.
You know, you mean Cole versus Daddy Longlegs?
No, this is Kai, man.
Oh, sorry, my mistake. I just haven't seen Ninjago in a while.
I just spilled water all over myself.
All right, let's get to the actual topics. You should get Firefang though. That is an actual topic.
We'll see.
All right, what topics do you have?
How from Zaidal Mashni, how you guys are so epic.
How are we so? I said actual. Why are we doing all the? Why are you doing all these first?
Because it's funny and they make me laugh.
Okay. We are very epic because Sensei Woo Crew podcast.
Henfried Child, what would be the worst theme LEGO could possibly make? I'm gonna be honest, I don't think there's. I thought Minions would be, but then the sets were good. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
DreamWorks Trolls.
What?
DreamWorks Trolls.
They already do.
I think obscure animated property, like really bad animated kids properties, is the answer. Like,
But I feel like LEGO could make it good. What's
yeah,
the worst? What's the worst thing LEGO could make? They already make it Marvel.
But see, the issue isn't the theme; it's the execution of that theme. Like,
Yeah.
if you just if we didn't have Lego Marvel sets, and someone suggested, "Hey, make Lego Marvel sets," I wouldn't say that's bad. How about Illumination Entertainment's Hop? I feel like that would be the worst theme.
I'd be fine with that.
What else is like? What doesn't translate well into a toy? Like a kid's property that doesn't translate well. Because obviously you can just do what?
Ryan's World.
I'm not sure. Like Lego Twitch streamers get like a ninja minifigure.
That would be really funny.
Yeah. Lego YouTubers.
I would love a Lego YouTuber CMF.
I would not. I know that's like something like every like YouTuber, but like that would sell so incredibly poorly. Like you don't even know.
Actually, I would actually hate that. Lego War Crimes.
Yeah, that would be a pretty bad theme. What's a theme that everybody like really wants to happen?
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings would be the worst theme, actually.
Dude, I had a piece of crappy tape on my desk, and I just pulled it off, and it ripped off a bunch of paint. I know this. I found this desk on the side of the road, but God, can people throw away their desks buy better desks?
Why can't my free thing be better?
Yeah. Just had to tell everyone that I broke my desk on stream. Clark Kent 4027 said Lego.
Lego. Oh, we should talk about that. I think that's too big of a topic for this podcast, but we'll keep it in mind for next time.
Yeah. Guys, you're kind of dropping the ball with the questions this week.
Let me.
Purple Ninja Productions says The Mandalorian's ending.
Oh, right, yes. So we actually did want to talk about that.
So good. It was so good. I loved it. It was incredible.
So the Mandalorian's finale was a little bit controversial. Also, spoilers for those of you who haven't seen Mandalorian season 2, episode 8,
yep.
chapter 16. Yeah, so spoilers. I very much enjoyed it. I don't know why people are upset.
Because people
this is coming from someone who likes some of the sequels too. Like,
what?
I'm not one of those people who was like, finally, they did Luke right. The sequels did him so wrong, and this is the Luke we wanted to see. Like, I feel like this works well with sequel Luke and original trilogy Luke. Like, I don't like it was good. It was good to see him.
It sorry, go ahead.
It was good to see Luke. It was good to see Grogu go bye bye. Like,
bye bye, baby. That's the
bye bye, Baby Yoda. What were you saying?
It makes sense to me now why they Lego re-released the final duel from Episode 6. They wanted this figure on shelves again.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of that with Hasbro this year of like, why are they making so many Boba Fett and Luke action figures from Episode 6?
Yeah.
Makes sense now.
Yeah. Did we get any Lego Boba Fett stuff this year? I guess we got the head, right?
We got the head. I feel like there was something else.
You got the slave one, and then you got another slave one, and then you got another slave one, and then you got another slave one.
I did. I bought 4 slave ones. One to open and build, one to keep in box, and 2 more just in case. I actually have a review of the slave one off my YouTube channel. Go check it out.
Also, something I didn't even realize like when I first watched the episode is the like Mando was the only like male character in that like on the hero side. I didn't even realize that the first way through, and like I think we talked about this with the boys when they did that, but like that is so much better than the Marvel one, because like I am all for like more female characters, more female empowerment, but like that scene was so good that I didn't even notice it was an all-female cast there, because it was just those characters were well incorporated into the story, and it made sense for that group of people to be there at that moment.
Yeah,
it wasn't just, hey, we're in the middle of a big fight, quick, all the boys go to that side, all the girls come to this side.
It felt like
I'm not one of those people who's angry about that scene. Like I think it's very goofy, but it's like it's fine. I don't care. I'm not one of those people. Like
felt like a photo op.
Yeah, like, it just felt silly, but it is a silly movie. It doesn't bother me. Like, I know there's people just like, this movie was the worst because of women. Like, that is... I laughed when I saw that scene, but I didn't, like... I'm not personally offended by it, but, like, if you genuinely want to have an empowering female scene, do it like The Mandalorian did, because, like... I didn't even notice that's how good it was.
It was just a bunch of female characters working together well.
Right, but, like, the entire... season built up to those characters being in the same spot. It wasn't like coincidentally they all happened to be in the same part of the fight scene. Like it just was very, very well done, and it was an awesome scene too, just watching them take down the entire like ship.
Yeah, the fight between Mando and Gideon was so good also.
Yeah.
I love seeing Mando fight with the spear.
And then moving on to the post-credit scene, I love how, what's his name, Bib Fortuna became the new Jabba.
Yeah.
I find that really funny.
He even filled the role physically.
Yeah, he did. I think that's really funny. And then, I'm very curious, have we learned any more about what's happening with Mando season 3?
No, quite honestly, I'm still very confused about it.
Yeah, because we're not sure if the Book of Boba Fett is a new show or if that is Mando season 3.
Yeah.
Because also Mando season 2 kind of felt like a finale to Din Djarin. Like Grogu's gone, he took off the helmet, he's got the Darksaber. Obviously, there's still some stuff left to be explored. Like,
well, we talked about this the other day. It's possible they do Boba and Bo-Katan as like their own
and then I guess
stories.
I guess his Din's story would continue in the Bo-Katan one, because obviously he's got some.
You have something now. I want.
But yeah, it's I'm very excited. It's good Star Wars content, which I'm happy to see.
Best Star Wars content since Rogue One.
I have to say though, like I miss the innocence of childhood, like when I could just like watch Star Wars and be like, I like Star Wars, it's good, and not have to be like overly critical mind, being like, and I'm not referring to myself as bricks by mind, I mean like my mind is overly critical. Like, where I'm like, oh, well, is this part of this show good? Or, is this an accurate representation of this character? Like, just the immersion, like, is childhood just the immersion of, like, this is this universe. I like this universe. Was just so, I miss that. Like, I miss when it was, like, it wasn't, like, I like the original trilogy, but not the sequels, but I do like the prequels, but Rogue One's okay, but not Solo, and Mandalorian's good up until, like, episodes 15. Like, no, I just miss liking Star Wars, and, like, I've begun to feel a little bit of that again with Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do it, Matthew. I think I'm gonna watch the good parts of the Clone Wars over winter break.
What?
Yep, I think I'm gonna do it because I tried watching the beginning and I couldn't do it, And then
Season suck.
I was listening to the Jarcast the other week, and Alex, who has been very critical of the Clone Wars in the past, said he did that, and he actually very much enjoyed it. And he's one he's like not very forgiving of the prequels, so if he enjoyed it, I think I could bring myself to watch it.
Well,
But I need,
if you do, tell me what episodes you're watching.
yeah, I will, because
I wow, okay, never did not expect that.
yeah, I mean, I have time now because I'm on winter break, so I don't have to worry about classes. So I
Yeah.
think I might do that. We'll see. I still might hate it, and if I do, I will tell the podcast. But I don't know. I want to know more, especially if they're gonna do like a billion. Okay, I guess we could talk about that. The Disney presentation with
Oh
1 billion new shows.
God, I don't
Like
even feel like talking about the Marvel stuff because
no, but the Star Wars stuff. I'm very mixed on a lot of that.
there's too much for me to even think about. Like,
Yeah, it does make some of the Mandalorian stuff make more sense. Like the Thrawn name drop in the Ahsoka episode wasn't for Mandalorian; it was for the
yeah,
Ahsoka show.
yeah. Well,
Um,
that makes me feel better that like they put Ahsoka in the Mandalorian not so she'd be a cameo in the Mandalorian, but to introduce her in the physical world. Like,
right, yeah, and I think that's good, and it makes me appreciate that episode a lot more. And I already liked that episode.
yeah,
I am excited for that show. I'm tentatively excited for the Obi-Wan show.
that's the one I'm most excited for.
I think it has the potential to be good, but then they say Hayden Christensen's coming back, and I'm like, well, what does that mean? Like, and he's coming back as Darth Vader too. Like, what does that mean? Like,
I don't know.
is he gonna like put on James Earl Jones' voice and like not be dubbed over? Like, or are they gonna like retcon him to like not be all burnt up? Like,
I don't think they're gonna do that.
I don't know. So I'm very curious about that show, but it has the potential to be good as long as it's well directed and Hayden Christensen proves he can actually act.
Yeah,
Because I genuinely could not tell you if he can act or not. Because
I mean, just from Star Wars alone, the dialogue was atrocious.
right, yeah, no, he did not have a lot to work with there. However, like I have not too, I haven't seen a lot of his other work, but just from that alone, like he's not even McGregor. Like you could tell, like even with the bad dialogue, he is giving it his all.
And
Like
I've seen other movies with him. He's a phenomenal actor.
yeah. I cannot say the same for Hayden Christensen. He could be phenomenal in this show, or he could just be prequels Anakin again, and then I'd be like,
Animated Anakin is better than prequel Anakin.
I could not. I have no way to justify that. I've only seen like half of the first season where he gets really angry at the yellow R2D2 and he goes, "I hate you. You're evil." And then it turns out he is evil. So it's yeah.
Plot twist.
But you know what I'm really excited for?
What?
Cassian Andor series, what we've all been waiting for.
I honestly think that has potential.
For like, I mean, I'm not gonna write it off immediately, but did anybody ask for more Cassian Andor content?
No, but I don't think it's necessarily going to be bad.
No, I don't think so either. It's just like of all the characters, like Cassian, that's who we want to do.
I think they're doing that just as a lens. So they're using him because he's a character we already kind of know, and it's going to just be a rebel fighting show.
Yeah, and I also think it kind of feels like they're trying to draw in like fans of all aspects of Star Wars right now. There's
Yeah.
also what like Rogue Squadron, which takes place in like sequels era, right? So it feels like that's for the sequels fans. The Ahsoka and the Bad Batch are for the Clone Wars fans, and I guess the Ahsoka's for the Mandalorian fans as well.
Yeah.
That's for the fans of Rogue One because Rogue One fans are entirely separate from everything else.
Are they?
There are people who like firmly believe Rogue One is the best Star Wars movie and like aren't even a big fan of the other ones, like
Oh. I mean,
because it's the most war movie of any of the Star Wars movies.
Rogue One is just a war movie.
Yeah, well, it's a war movie with funny spaceships.
Yeah. Something else I want to mention about the latest season of Mandalorian as a whole, I love how they bring in like they kind of tie the Empire together.
Yeah.
Because I like that they brought back Scarif troopers and a bunch of other Rogue One troopers because they were very like secular in Rogue One. So it's cool to see that hey, these are things that exist outside of Scarif.
Yeah.
I like that. I like seeing that again because Scarif troopers are so cool looking.
That's another like cliffhanger that they left on. Is just whatever Moff Gideon's got going on. Like we never really learned what he's actually doing with Grogu's blood. Like
there's a lot they can still do.
But on that same note, I am very excited for. Well, one thing I do like about Mandalorian is it seems to be explaining the sequels a little bit, which
Yeah,
is kind of
yeah.
cool. Because
Oh,
I like Last Jedi, I like Force Awakens. I do not like Rise of Skywalker, but it seems like they might be explaining the Rise of Skywalker Palpatine thing a little bit.
yeah.
And while I think it's dumb that's not explained in the movie, this might make me more forgiving of it if it like is explained in this other piece of media.
Um, Something else. Jean Favreau, I think, is the showrunner, and Jean Favreau and Dave Filoni. One of them said before Mandalorian even really started that it's gonna show how the Empire turns into the First Order
Yeah,
with the Mandalorian. So
which
I
is
think
very cool.
we're gonna continue to see that because we're already seeing it. I don't know if you noticed, but the transport they used in Episode 6 when they capture the child is very similar to the First Order transport.
Yeah.
Like you can already see aspects of how it like moves over.
I also saw a theory that like the reason Grogu was a thing at all is so that they have a jumping off point when they want to do like sequels era stuff because he'll be like one of the characters who's still like alive and like moving then who's not
That's
just like an old man.
Yeah, that's very possible.
So though it would be weird to see like Yoda aged Grogu or like even just like Grogu that can talk. Like
Yeah,
would he talk like Yoda?
I don't think that would make much sense.
No, what? Because I believe the canonical explanation for the way Yoda speaks is that he's so old that he comes from a time where they actually did talk like that.
Yeah, no, that's what it is. And that actually makes sense in terms of human history because about 500 years ago, people did talk like that. And German grammar still works like that.
Yeah.
Um, Fun fact, in Germany, the dub of Star Wars, Yoda talks like we're talking now.
Really?
Like he talks in the speech order that we use.
That's really fascinating, actually.
Yeah, so
Star Wars is so cool.
because in German, the way Yoda talks is normal. So
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's really cool.
they switched it around. I thought that's fun.
Yeah. So I don't know how I'd feel about like teenage Grogu just like speaking English. Like
Yeah.
it would be weird, but I I don't know how I feel about Star Wars, man. Like
I
Mandalorian was good, but I am nervous because when you announce 14 shows, I'm like, ugh, buddy.
I am a Star Wars fan, but I also recognize it's a really goofy franchise.
Yeah, and there's so much of it. Like, it does work. Like, how much of it am I gonna have to consume to enjoy it? Because now I've got Mandalorian's got me wanting to watch the Clone Wars to just understand like Ahsoka more, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, is it gonna be like, oh, to understand Andor, you need to have watched Rogue One and the Mandalorian and Rogue Squadron and
Well,
the Bad Batch?
you won't have to have had watched Mandalorian 100% because Andor's dead before episode 4.
Well, no, I'm not talking about that series, but like, the Bad Batch is supposed to feature the woman from the Mandalorian, right? The Fennec.
Yeah, but the Bad Batch also is taking place before the Mandalorian, so you definitely wouldn't have had to watch the Mandalorian to like know anything about her.
Okay, I just worry that they're gonna become too interconnected and that like Disney's trying to like I don't know like you have to watch our shows and only our shows like
I don't know.
it's cool in theory but it also worries me but we'll see how it goes and plus half these shows aren't even gonna be made like be honest like
Yeah.
remember when I guess all the original ones did come true. The Boba Fett show is happening now and the Obi-Wan show was just officially announced.
Yeah.
Because wasn't the original thing was Mandalorian, Boba Fett, and Obi-Wan?
Maybe no, not Obi-Wan, Andor, Cassian Andor.
Really? I know there was the Obi-Wan series has been rumored for forever. Though.
It's been rumored since like 2016.
Yeah. So, do we have any more questions?
Let me pull it up real quick.
I'll pull it up too.
Who is Matthew's favorite Ninjago villain? Probably Mindroid.
Mindroid?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Are you gonna actually answer that, or
Let me think for a second.
is it not Nauticon?
It's probably not a con.
Yeah.
I want to think through all of them. I like Nauticon, but I also like Moro a lot. So
Yeah, Mora's very cool.
those two, 20.
Yeah.
They're both 2015, right?
Yeah. My answer for no, Nauticon's 2016.
Okay, yeah, January 2016.
Yeah. My answer for Matthew's favorite villain is Garmadon.
Garmadon's very good.
I liked we mentioned this question to each other before we started filming with the what is your favorite big creature in Ninjago?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Not just
Let's.
Kilo and Dogshank, but others like Cole possessing the snow in that one episode, Vermilion using that suit of armor, the Ninjago Museum of History, Crag, and Nimbus. Okay, Nimbus is not a big fig. He is a creature, and we don't like him. Throw him out.
My favorite is the Grundle.
Crag is a big fig, but he's gross. Throw him out.
Wait, I don't remember what that looks like.
What, Crag? Well, you didn't see that. He's from season 11.
I'm Google. Yeah.
Krag. He is...
Is that it?
Yes, that's Crag.
That's my favorite.
Come on, don't you want to watch that season? Does that look really good?
Wasn't this the season they were posting how good the new animation was?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And this is why I say the new animation really only got good around. It got better in Prime Empire, but like Master of the Mountain, it really looks. Oh, hi Nimbus. That's not a big fig. That is a man. Like.
I love Nimbus though. I've not seen him in years. I miss him.
Yeah, but, like, Possession is widely regarded to be one of the best Ninjago seasons, and it's like it's got some good elements, but then it's also got Nimbus.
This is
and like you gotta keep in mind, like it's not that good, but it's got that. Like
that's literally like nightmare fuel, man.
It is. He watches from above. But I mean, I don't know. Killo's pretty cool. He's probably my favorite. I like how he has a minifigure head.
Killo's my favorite as well, but
something interesting about I talked to you about this already, but to the viewers, something interesting about the Vermilion possessing the armor is I believe that was supposed to be an actual physical big fig at one point, because that armor is Dogshank's armor in a different color, and I mean it could just be asset reuse by the animation company, but I think they're probably intended for that to be a toy at one point, and then they scrapped it later on because they could have just reused the Dogshank mold.
You're probably right, but
yeah, would have been cool.
Crag is awesome. He's cute.
You're gonna watch season 11 one day, buddy.
Well, when we make a thing, I will.
Yeah, I think we mentioned it before, but probably over the summer or something, we're gonna do a series where we go through every Ninjago season and do a full like summary and like review them, and that means Matthew has to watch 7 and 11 for the first time, and
7 is fine. I don't mind watching 7.
Yeah, I mean, honest 7's a little cringe, honestly.
But 11.
When Emma and I watched that, it was like, ooh, buddy.
Who's Emma?
That is my girlfriend.
Dude, you have a girlfriend?
I do.
What? What? Girlfriend reveal.
The thing with 7 is it has so many cool concepts, but such terrible execution.
That's sad.
Like, I love the time twins in theory. Like, the backstory being, like, they betray the Elemental Alliance and, like, they're two twins who can control time. Like, that's awesome. But then you watch them in the show and they're like, I hate iPads. Oh, but brother, I really like iPads. Brother, we have to rid the world of technology by going back in time and destroying all iPads. Hey, let's kidnap Cyrus Borg and make him make a giant snake iPad that we could use to control time. Like, and then the one Chronix has like, so like there's the Vermilion, right, who are just like a bunch of snakes like curled up in armor, right? And then there's General Machia, who is like a feminine bunch of snakes in armor, and then like Chronix has these really weird lines where he's like flirting with her, but she's literally just a bunch of snakes in armor. It's not the worst season, but it's just strange.
I can't get past season 11, episode 1. So
Em and I just watched that the other day.
You guys are still watching Ninjago?
Well, we took a break to watch other shows, but then they put stuff up, and we were like done with shows, and we were like browsing Netflix, and she was like, "Man, I wish they would put the new season on Netflix." I'm like, "Well, they actually are up now." She was like, "Oh, can we watch it?" I was like,
"Does she actually like Ninjago?"
She likes what? Is it something like? I mean, she knows I like it, and it's something sort of mindless we could put on while we hang out. We're not always watching it as like we're not just like sitting there on the couch just watching Ninjago most of the time. But
you see that, babe?
It's fun. It's
Ninja.
and in the goofier parts we get to laugh at, and the good parts we get to enjoy. So
Okay.
it's fun. But yeah, we got through the first 4 episodes of season 11, so we got over the difficulty spike. Honestly, it's weirdly not as bad the second time around, just because I think I was expecting it, but it's still not good.
I'm not looking forward to having to stomach that, but
yeah, I don't think you'll hate it as much the second time around now that you know what's coming. Like, I think I watched it, didn't like it, and then I had built it up to be this big thing in my head, and it's less the entire episode and more just like a few moments that are really bad, but yeah, and I'm excited to see Craig again.
Craig.
Love
Craig.
All right. Should we call it here? Has this been a podcast? Has this been a whole episode?
I think it has been a whole episode. Stay tuned later this week in 2 days' time from the release of this video.
Yes, on Christmas Day, I think probably around like 9 a.m. I'll put it out. We are going to have the Woo Crew Podcast Holiday Special.
Yay.
I don't know all that we're going to talk about. We're probably going to talk about the LEGO Star Wars holiday. Okay. We talk about holiday-related things, and you can listen to the podcast while you're building your all-new holiday Lego sets that you got for your holiday celebration, which may be Christmas, or maybe whatever else you celebrate. Or you might just went to the store and bought some.
Unless you're poor and Santa doesn't.
Or you could go to Amazon.com using my Amazon affiliate link in the description and buy a product through that link.
Yeah, we forgot to tell them to comment something. If you've watched this far, comment, Matthew is my favorite YouTuber.
Okay, and if you watch this far on the podcast, go to youtube.com/windrunnermatt and subscribe.
Yep, I have 1 to 3 videos every day.
And if you watch this far on the podcast, please send me a copy of all the new Ninjago Versus sets, because I don't have them yet, please. Thank you.
You just said you don't want me to send you one.
Not you. I'm talking to the viewers. Maybe they live closer.
Oh.
I will not give you my address. You have to find it. Don't actually do that.
My address is in my bio, so.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, everybody, for watching this week's episode of the Woo Crew Podcast. If you enjoyed, please press like and subscribe if you're new. We do these every Wednesday for Sensei Woo Wednesday, plus an extra episode on Friday for the holiday. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you in the next one. Bye. Matthew.
Hey guys, it's me, Matthew, and I'm going to try something different out today. I've been seeing a lot of Pokemon card pack openings on TikTok, and I thought I would do that myself. But here's the problem. I don't have any sealed Pokemon cards, so I just grabbed a little stack from my ones as a kid, and let's see what we pull. We got a Purple Energy, another Purple Energy, another Purple Energy, another Purple Energy. This is a pretty...
Well, can I make a prediction?
Oh, yeah, go.
Is it going to be Electric Energy next?
Let's see. Another Purple Energy.
Oh, dang it.
A Blue Energy!
Oh!
Yes! Blue Energy!
Yo!
Yes!